Alright guys, today there's going to be no joking around.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Mason, this is a serious airsoft review. Okay, today we're going to be reviewing the DBoys FN Scar L. Alright guys, today we're going to be reviewing the DBoys FN Scar L.
Alright, let's break down that acronym. Give me the S.
Special Forces.
Give me the C.
Combat.
Give me the AR.
Assault Rifle.
And give me the L.
Standing for light.
As opposed to the
heavy version.
Because
the light version is better.
Scar L. Also known as the
MK16.
MK16 Scar L.
Alright, let's go over the first things first. This gun does not come with the MOC suppressor or the red green dot DTG CQB sight, but it does come with the vertical foregrip and a 350 round high cap magazine, which is a very, very nice feature of this weapon.
If you notice anything familiar about this gun, it might be that there's a standard M4 M16 style high cap magazine in there, as in it takes those kind of magazines. That's what's nice about this gun. It's the MK16, and it takes the M16 M4 style magazines. So if you already are an M4 guy and you have all the magazines, and you want a more of a bulkier assault rifle,
voila.
Voila, here it is. Poof, ta-da. I like the gun. It's nice, it's durable. Chris, what is it made out of?
It is made out of, starting from the front, a pot metal for the front sights, then it moves to an aluminum upper receiver and a ABS textured polymer lower receiver, pistol grip, and
I think the pistol grip is more of a, I think it's a rubberized nylon almost.
It's a polymer, as well as the stock. They're both the same, but you do have a rubber butt plate on the end. I guess we can go from here. The features of the stock, it has it's adjustable to 3 different positions. It is also adjustable to 2 different cheek heights, and it folds to the right. The only unfortunate thing about the DBoys version is that you do have these ugly wires exposed, which we have indeed wrapped with electrical tape and heat shrink to protect them when the stock is folding.
Correct. You're gonna find that, I know VHC makes the gun, Classic Army makes the gun, and I think both of those have the wires are integrated
into the hinge assembly, so they don't show.
So, but this gun, it was not very expensive. If you look at the VHC and the Classic Armies, I think those are like $350 plus. So that wasn't in my budget. This is $180, and I got this off of e-bike. You can find these on Airsoft GI. I think they're $10 more, but it's real nice.
As always.
But some standard features on any SCAR that you're going to see. These SCARs are lefty friendly, meaning that it's got an ambidextrous fire selector. It has an ambidextrous magazine release. You got the standard M4 on this side. And you have this right here. You have a non-functioning bolt catch. Disappointment. You have tons and tons of real estate up here with these rails. You got a huge amount on the top.
Yeah, it's a huge monolithic rail. I'm pretty sure it's 26 inches, 7 inches on the bottom, 4 inches on the right and left side.
And what I like, they do this on the real one too. They have it numbered on here, going from 0 to 39 on the top. And I think that's kind of cool because if you have a certain spot for your certain optics, or maybe if you use 2 or 3, you can maybe take a note of where exactly you want to put them and match it up every single time. But a huge amount of rail space, PEC boxes, lasers, flashlights, optics. You can mount anything on here. But moving on to the optic part, again, the gun doesn't come with the CQB sight, but it does come with the standard, I wouldn't call it a standard M4 rear sight.
It's a standard SCAR sight, yeah.
It's the standard SCAR sight.
It's rather annoying, actually.
It did, and let's tell them about that real quick. The aperture on this stock, on the stock rear sight, is needle point.
It's like half the size of the normal peep sight for an M4, but M4s have this beautiful feature where they have a large aperture and a small aperture. The SCAR does not.
This one doesn't. However, it is adjustable for elevation and windage, something that is not on the usual M4 ones. Yes. But what we did, we took a regular, drill bit?
A metal drill bit, yes.
Right, and we just drilled a hole through the sight to make it a lot bigger, more of the
yeah, let us know
style.
if you would like us to show you how we did it. It looks very nice. It makes the rear sight more functional because I know before we did this, you didn't even use the rear sight.
No, not really. If I was lucky enough to have a scope handy, I would use it on that. Plus, when you put like the big, a sniper scope on this, which you can because it has tons of rail space, it looks pretty nice and it is very, very functional. Moving up to the front sight is a bit different. It's a lot taller and wider and just kind of strange looking than other standard maybe M4 sights or any other kind of front sight. It's a lot taller again, and what I like about it is I hear a lot of complaints all the time that you can't use the sights with a full face mask. With this, I would just drop the cheek rest all the way to the bottom, and if you're not using the scope, it's definitely tall enough, and you can even raise this the elevation up just a little bit.
You can adjust the elevation on both of your sights?
Both, yes. That is correct. So definitely it will work with most full face masks. I haven't found a full face mask that didn't really work perfectly with these kind of sights. So I like that maybe if you want to get yourself these sights and put them on an M4, I would recommend that. I don't know if you could be able to get this sight on the front sight.
Because it attaches to the end of the gas tube, so I don't think you could.
Lock gas tube, so. Chris, how fast is this shooting?
This gun is shooting around 380 FPS right now, which is great for outdoor field, but a little
380
too
to
hot.
390. I run a 9.6 in here. Talking about the battery, where your battery goes, it goes, if you move the cheek rest all the way up, this is where your battery is housed back here. Now, some websites and instruction manuals will tell you that you need to take the stock off in order to insert the battery. Not true. Incorrect. Pull the stock all the way back. Now an 8.4 will fit in here. If you want to put a 9.6, by the way, it's a mini, the small type.
Yeah, mini type.
Candy bar.
Yeah, you can't fit any large type batteries in here,
right,
obviously.
But if you want to put a 9.6 in there, then you're going to need to take the stock off, and all you have to do, you have to fold the stock and take off some screws in here. But I run an 8.4. That's good enough for me, but if you pull the stock all the way back, you just connect the battery, put it in there, close your cheek rest, put the stock down or leave it out, whatever you want to do. The rubber butt plate is really nice. We hot glued this.
We used a lot of hot glue to glue it.
We used a lot of hot glue. This actually we had to buy a new stock because mine, the first one.
Yeah, one thing that I would highly suggest as a tech-ish person, I would definitely take this gun, get some blue Loctite or red Loctite or whatever it is.
Some kind of Loctite to keep those screws in place.
Yeah, and tighten everything. Tighten every single screw on this gun because they are loose. Don't tighten the fake screws though, because they fall out then. We learned that.
I mean, with any airsoft gun, right out of the box, tighten all the screws because they're coming from overseas.
Especially on this gun. Especially
right. This one came from China?
DBoys? Maybe Taiwan.
Probably Taiwan, China, somewhere out there. But yes, as Chris said, there are a lot of fake mock screws, I guess, for realism. All along here on the upper receiver, one actually fell out. Another thing, if you're ordering from e-bike, the picture will have the realistic trademarks along the upper receiver here. No, they did lie. They lied. I've been trying to post a review on their website about how there's no original markings and they don't let it through, so kind of shit. They're liars. It's a little shifty,
but we like them anyway.
I like the gun. If you're the guy that if you're that guy that everything needs to look perfect with the original markings, buy from Airsoft GI because they test their guns. Yep. Wonderful.
Yeah. So what else is there? There is the Scar Light. This gun uses M4 mags. It's fully ambidextrous for lefties. It's a little bulkier. Has a very nice feel. Comes with a vertical foregrip and one magazine. Overall, has a very nice build quality. What else?
Right. About this bolt, the bolt it's non-functioning bolt catch, but you do pull the bolt back to access your standard M4 wheel type hop.
It's a DBoys wheel, yeah.
Right, and if you take a hex key or an Allen key and stick it in there, you can actually unscrew this and screw it onto the other side. It comes installed for a lefty. I thought that was different. It comes.
They're just being nice
on this side. They're being nice. See that, lefties? You weirdos are good for you.
They're being nice for once.
They're
nice
for you. They're nice to lefties. Oh, one thing we got to add. There are 4 sling mounts.
Sling attachment points.
2 in the front, 2 in the back. So you can be using a 2-point or a 1-point sling. I would recommend a sling. Chris, how much does this weigh?
This gun is actually a little heavier than most. I think this gun weighs, with BBs and battery, probably about 8.5 pounds.
I think it's a little bit more. I think it might be closer to 10. It's a little bit bulky. I like to think of it as a bulky M4. It's a bulky, heavy-duty M4.
Yep.
So if you're the M4 guy and you want something a little bit more powerful,
here it is.
Here it is, the DBoys FN Scar L MK16.
Yep. Thanks guys for watching. This is Pack Airsoft, and we're signing off.